Hey friend, Roger Christofferson here again with another first listen review. Today's is going to be the song Paris Blues by The Doors. I was waiting till record day because I was going to get the vinyl, record day special with all the extra stuff on there. And I did a little bit of looking, and the extra stuff really isn't all that extra. It is, but it's, not something that I really want to pay all the extra money for just to get. I'll probably wait till it comes down in price a little bit. I loved the idea of record store, because record stores were part of my youth, and I just remember going to stores and you just could check out the music ahead of time. You just hang out with your friends. You'd be there for hours, and it was just like a cool thing to do. I don't know if there's too many places around that exist like that anymore. I know where I live, there's nothing like that at all. There used to be like lots of places you go and do that stuff, but not so much anymore. So I think the record day thing is kind of cool. It's strange that it's on Black Friday. I don't know if I wish they would make it a completely separate day. I guess there's probably marketing reasons they do it for that, but this seems like it'd be a better idea for people like me and artists that like to just enjoy that, so I don't have to worry about doing all the other shopping and stuff. Have a separate day just for record day, or record store day, I mean. But anyway, that's just me babbling about that. But I did get the single, the Paris Blues single, because I was really intrigued by that. The rest of the actual release has a couple other songs on there that were released on the Soft Parade, like 50th anniversary, that I already have. The songs You Need Meat, Don't Go No Further, and I'm Your Doctor. I guess these were recorded around that time. I will point out that the song Paris Blues, nobody seems to know exactly which session that was recorded during. It was the Soft Parade or LA Woman, but if I were to guess, I would say the Soft Parade, and I only say that because they had Robert DeLeo of Stone Temple Pilots came in and added bass to those other songs, and from my understanding, that's what he did on this song as well. And they had a bass player present for the LA Woman sessions, I think, the whole time, but there's so many conflicting stories out there, I'm not sure on that one. But anyway, yeah, as far as I know, there was a bass player present the whole time during LA Woman. I know I watched the special on that here not too long ago, and I've seen a couple other things, but possibly, one of the days or earlier on, wherever there might not have been a bass player present and they recorded this. Very possible, so I don't know. But anyway, that's kind of why I think that. And then there's a couple songs on here that's just Jim Morrison and Robbie Krieger performing at some benefit. That's the thing that kind of made me want to get this, but maybe I'll wait a little bit just for two, or actually be three songs, I guess. It seems like a lot of money for three songs, but that's just me. And then of course there was other three songs that had already been released on their live in Vancouver: Little Red Rooster, Rock Me Baby, and Who Do You Love. It was supposed to be just a bunch of blues songs compiled together. So sometimes these record store days things do that. They'll take a bunch of old stuff and just release it in a new format, usually vinyl, obviously record store day, so that makes sense. But I don't know, probably would have been happier if they had done a little bit something more with this, but I don't know, it just didn't intrigue me as much as I was hoping, which is crazy because I'm a huge Doors fan. I was a kid, just really getting into music and rock music. I had a buddy who had a brother who was 10 years older than us, so we used to sneak into his record collection every now and then and take a few albums, and one of the ones we would sneak out would be The Doors. One of the first ones we ever snuck from him was the Soft Parade, and if you're not familiar with that album, you hear Jim Morrison screaming about you cannot petition the Lord with prayer. We're like, what the heck is this? This is cool, and I was all into Jim Morrison. I've got 10 biographies of him. I've got the Riders on the Storm, John Densmore one. I've got picture books. I think I have more books on the Doors than any other band ever. And I remember when I was in high school, they came out with the live album there, and it had the version of Light My Fire that was 15 minutes long or whatever. It took up almost the whole side of the album. I was playing it at my house. My mother was cleaning curtains. I just remember it so clearly. And she's ironing curtains, and I had this going on in the stereo through the whole house. And she's like, what are you listening to? It sounds like funeral music. It's making me like super depressed. Put anything else on. This is crazy. So I think it's funny because most people's, are screaming at their kids for the heavy metal. This is loud. This is crazy. It's because it was too slow and dirgy. It's kind of funny, but whatever. So anyway, onto the song, Paris Blues. It's a blues song. Shocker. The cool thing I liked about this was that it is like crystal clear. And there's a lot of separation going on. The thing I didn't like so much was the fact that the bass was so loud in the mix. They could have brought that down a little bit, seeing as how that was like actually not an original part of this. But there's a cool slide guitar thing going on the right. The separation's like crazy. It's like almost all the way to the right, and then you can hear the keys on the left side just going back and forth through the whole song. And of course Jim and then John Densmore, the drums, are like right down the center and filling up the whole space. And it sounded like there was a little bit extra guitar added in there somewhere. Every now and then I'd hear an extra guitar kind of off to the left side a little bit too, so I'm not sure what was going on there. But the song itself was pretty much a straightforward blues song. It was fun. Those guys are like amazing musicians. The sound of it was just cool. It's just nice hearing Jim singing again. His voice was really full at this point. It's always had a full voice, but he had that little bit of a darker texture to it, the raspiness that he kind of developed as they got closer to the LA Woman sessions. So anyway, I really enjoyed it. I know I'm probably going to end up getting this at some point and enjoying those other two songs that were on here that I didn't get. But anyway, as far as the song itself goes, I really enjoyed listening to that. So probably it'll get to me. I'll have to get that those other two. So we'll see. But anyway, tell me what you guys think of it. I think it's probably on some of the streaming services or on YouTube or something. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, check it out. Tell me what you think. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff, and we'll talk to you later. See you.